Everyone wants to make sense of the world. Perhaps the best way to illustrate this is from the movie The Matrix. This stand-up I've had since 1999 when the movie came out. It's a really important film because it gives us the idea that we're responsible to another world. So the basic concept behind Matrix, for those who might not know, is that you were offered a blue pill or a red pill. If you were offered a blue pill, you were basically saying, I just want to live in my own world with the pleasures and the things that I become accustomed to. But if you took the red pill, then you actually found out what the real world was all about. And there's this great scene in Matrix when Morpheus, who's played by Lawrence Fishburne, is introducing Neo to the Matrix itself. And he goes inside of a computer program, and Neo, played by Keanu Reeves, is actually discovering what the other world is all about. Well, that's essentially what we're doing from a very Christian point of view. There is another world to which we must give an account. There is another world to which we are responsible. And what we want to do in this particular episode, making sense of the world, is understanding that there are two basic concepts that we want to make sure to get across. The first is the concept of transcendence. Now, transcendence means that there is this other world to which we must give an account. And when we think about this from a Christian point of view, we're talking about the one and only true God who is transcendent, the one who is outside and apart from us. He is the one who has made all things. But at the same time, he is immanent. Immanent means that he's close to and cares for his creation. He's made his creation. He's outside of it. He's not a part of it, but he is close to and cares for his creation at the same time. Perhaps one of the great verses that gets this point across is Nehemiah 9:6. In Nehemiah 9:6, there are two statements that are made right next to each other. It says there that you have made the heavens and the earth, speaking about God, he is transcendent, making the heavens and the earth. And at the same time, the verse says, you have given life to everything. That's immanence. Transcendence, God has created all things. Immanence, he is the one who cares for it. He's close to it. He wants to make sure that both of these concepts are happening at the same time. In order for us to make sense of our world, in order for us to actually begin to fill in the diagram that we'll get to in our next episode, what we want to do is understand that we must acknowledge another world. We must take the red pill, if you will, from the Matrix concept, and we must understand that God is transcendent other than us, and at the same time caring for us. The one and only true God who has made all things, but also made them for our joy. So how do we make sense of the world? We always must begin with who God is from a Christian vantage point. Every one of these episodes, I will ask the question, so what, who cares? Why should I think about this today? And I think the answer to the question today is that in order for us to care for the creation, to care for the world in which we live, to care for the world that God has given to us, to be immanent with it, we must understand that God is transcendent, that he's separate from his creation, and that we must give an account to the God who has made all things. That is the key. That is the first step in understanding how we make sense of the world around us, because we can't make sense of the world simply by our senses. We have 5 senses, but there is a 6th sense, transcendence, to which we must give an account.